that how gay America can't compare it to Black America. Now that that's the one I showed you that you and I had an argument about.
You're breaking up horribly.
All right, I don't know. That's your phone, I guess. What I don't know.
Call me on my phone, please. Call me restricted, George. Hang up here and call. That way I can hear you.
You already have my number, I believe. That's just how they're calling from Providence Forge, Saluda, and places like that.
Well, George, but you haven't given it to me.
Robodial, right? You have the Robodial. How the fuck would they be knowing the number of a Robodial, huh?
You have not given me your phone number, so you can't blame me for giving it to them.
So it's not a bad thing to be clever about taking my domain down, but not that domain.
All I saw was a toilet and a picture of you. When you click on it, it goes. All you have to do, George, is dismiss the copyright and ask the judge to let you appeal the defamation.
I want to appeal both.
But you don't have a case under defamation, and you're starting to realize that. I mean copyright. Excuse me. But copyright. You can't trademark something and then sue somebody for violating the copyright a week before.
I don't know about that.
Well, how does that sound? I copyright something today and then sue you for using it last week.
I've had to use that show back in the 90s. That was my creation. That title was my title. They were telling me, well, you can't be Gorgeous George. Well, you have a lot of Gorgeous Georges. You've got Gorgeous George Galloway, an English author in England. You have Stephanie Belair's, who's a female wrestler named Gorgeous George. You have George Wagner, the other wrestler named George Wagner. You have a lot of people using that moniker named Gorgeous George. George Clooney, George Lopez, and then you got...
George.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear you.
I don't know, you're blowing into your own phone. I said you have a lot of people using that moniker.
I understand that.
George.
But you don't have a valid copyright claim. I keep trying to fucking tell you that. And you know that you...
The registered work that I have registered with the Law Library of Congress.
All right,
The registered work is the Law Library of Congress.
Will you please scroll up in our thread on Messenger and look at the thing I sent you with the highlight?
I will tell the judge the situation at hand on the conference call and get him to realize that basically that he will, if this case can continue with the fact that if he can't, then I'm going to ask for the defamation to be reconvened upstairs. Yeah.
Well, that's good, and you should dismiss it right then instead of going.
No, I'm not going to dismiss it.
Why not?
I have to do something else if I do that. I'm going to do something else, and I'm not telling you what that is. I can tell you what it is.
But you can't appeal it until it's dismissed.
I understand that, but there's another element that I'm not going to tell you that I have to do before, if I go that route, that I have to do before I do that. I can't reveal that.
Why can't you reveal it?
Because I can't, and I won't.
But if it goes to trial, it'll be dismissed with prejudice, and you'll have no right to appeal.
No, it's not going to be done with prejudice.
If the facts...
I all the copyright off the show because I'm giving samples to the Library of Congress. Now, if the judge tells me that that's not good enough, well, then I will ask to appeal the whole damn thing.
But that's not good enough, and I keep trying to tell you why. And you don't give a fuck. You just don't give a fuck.
And even if, so what you're telling me that even if I spend $600 in the Law Library of Congress, that basically what? That's not going to be legitimate. So even if I go about paying for the copies, their copies of the Law Library of Congress, you're telling me that basically it's still not legit.
Because the shows that you are complaining over were not copyrighted on those discs.
That's not the way it was explained to me from the lady that I spoke to back in 2013.
Please look up in your timeline and look at that thing that I sent you with the highlight. It's a picture. Just click on it. I highlighted exactly what the judge said, and I sent you the damn ruling itself. The shows on DVDs are the only one subject to copyright. Judge Gibney has already told you exactly what he is going to accept and the only thing he will rule on.
I had him verbally tell me that on the phone.
And that's good, but I want you to ask this question to him. But please look up at the thing I sent you.
I'm on my laptop. I will.
You can look at it on your phone.
I'm not. I'm having issues with that right now.
Here, I'll click Bing so you can see it. If you click right on that and scroll up a little bit, you'll see it. It's a picture, George. Why are you... Here, I'll read it again very slowly for you.
You don't need to be so smart-ass about it.
In order to state a claim for copyright infringement, a plaintiff must allege that it owned a valid copyright, and 2, the defendant copied the original elements of that copyright. An author must register his or her work with the Copyright Office before bringing a civil copyright infringement claim. A registration requires submission of 1, an application, 2, a deposit of the registered work.
Well, let me tell you, I've already been, listen, Brennan is taking that show in question. So there's the charge against Brennan, and his ass is not going to be down here because of his health care situation.
Yes, you gave him a stroke. When he jumped through that window getting away from the marginals, you gave him a stroke.
You're funny.
That's what his video says, that you're the cause of his stroke. You gave him a stroke, you scared him so bad.
Well, good.
Judge Gibney is...
Maybe next time he won't fuck with me.
Judge Gibney, I sent you the order. I highlighted the sections for you. The registration...
Hold on. I gotta laugh.
No, you gave Shon Brennan the stroke.
That's what he said.
Yes. You are what is...
Karma's a bitch, isn't it?
You are what is causing all of this.
Well, I want to see that. I didn't hear that.
I've showed you the video. I've tried to get you to see it. You don't want to see it.
I want that video.
But I keep telling you that I'll get it. Come over here and visit.
You're pulling my chain about the stroke.
No.
So exactly what did he say verbatim? What did he say verbatim? That basically that when he admitted to jumping out of the window.
No, he said that was a lie.
Well, that's not what the marshal said.
He said that dealing with this with you caused him to suffer a stroke.
Okay.
That there was the intentional infliction of emotional distress.
And maybe next time he'll know not to fuck with him. He brought it on himself.
I'm just telling you what it says.
Calling people's businesses up to act from a gay place over at not Fieldman's, over at what's that gay bar on Gray Street?
Pick one, Godfrey's.
Godfrey's. Pretend like he was a customer and had to wait for 20 minutes for that son of a bitch to come out when he was calling me. It's partially my fault for not even knowing it was him.
Well, let's talk about the copyright. You don't have one, George. You don't have a suit for copyright.
I have one.
But you do.
I have one, and the judge tells me I don't, and I'm going to take it out of the suit.
Look, But George, the copyrighted shows are not on there, and you know that.
Brennan has got the videos of my shows. Brennan has done the videos of my show of the ones that are.
But why aren't those the ones you sued over?
I sued over a bunch of them.
But not those.
No, they're mixed in with those. They're in there.
Look at your complaint, George. Please don't.
I've got the original complaint.
But you have to say. You have to.
Are on Shon's page.
But it's only what is on those 3 DVDs.
And there's stuff on those DVDs that Shon put up there. So yes, there is an issue. Now the Markland. I'm trying to remember if there were any videos that he put up there with those individual ones, but there are samples. But these are samples. But if you defute that, I have to go back on that. But I know sure got enough videos with this channel.
What's important, George, is what the law says, and you don't care about that.
I know what the channels are, and I know the channels are, and I know where the videos are. The videos are on those channels.
But they're not.
The stuff that on the box set.
But
those registered with the Library of Congress.
But those channels are gone now. And those videos were not registered. I've looked at the DVDs. Marty did a whole video where he went over what was on the DVDs. It's on Yared Wars.
Well, obviously, he's going to be blind. I don't care what that son of a bitch, bringing up that son of a bitch's name.
Because I met him.
Well, that son of a bitch is fucking toxic. So I don't give a shit about him.
Why do you hate him so badly?
You need a lobotomy, don't you?
I mean, he's the one who's going to defeat you. I'm trying to save you public humiliation.
He's not going to defeat me because I will get him extradited. He will be extradited, or he will be his, because then if he's involved in this, his address has to be known. As a matter of fact, if that son of a bitch purchased the .net, if it's Markland, well, I already know Markland, but if that person is real, the person is real, then his address and where he lives has to be put on there. So his information has to be put on.
It is on there. He doesn't hide it. He's giving you his address.
Well, this son of a bitch needs, that information will be put on there, and then it will be seized. Because in Africa and the southern part of Africa, they're strict upon cyber stalking. Believe it or not, apartheid.
But he has to.
Not that shit.
Apartheid means separation of blacks and whites. Marty is white, so he doesn't have to deal with that.
His son of a bitch, they will strip his internet from him down there. That's what they do where he lives in South Africa. They'll strip it. If it's causing cyber stalking, they will strip his internet. If it's true that he resides there.
He lives in Sweden.
Bullshit.
He was trained in Johannesburg. I keep trying to tell you that. I've sent you pictures of I've sent you pictures of him.
You sent me pictures of who?
Of Marty. You just don't see. You won't look at him. I sent you the picture of him on your doorstep.
That's not him.
That was him.
No, that's not him.
Yes, it is. The skinny little fucker. I've sent you a picture that he took the last time he was here.
Okay, well, if that's so much, that's so much as the courtroom, there will be an issue if he's trying to get involved in the case.
The problem is, George, you don't state a valid copyright claim. I know you would like to, but you don't.
Copyright claim, I'm going to say this again, slow, you don't get this, I'll say it one more time, for the hearing impaired and for the slow. The actual videos are on Shon Brennan's page.
But they're not the ones you sued over. You have to be able to show the jury, but not Will Markland's either. That's what you forget. You only sued Will Markland for 2 videos. Remember?
I have sued Will Markland for more than 2 videos. There were about a handful, about a dozen.
Look at the 3rd amended complaint.
And then with Brennan, there's a whole slew. And then with Brennan, there is that video.
But none of
there is that freaking video that is on the box set that was registered.
But none of those are against Will Markland.
Look, what you're trying to do is sabotage the case.
By telling you, I'm trying to sabotage the case by telling you.
So I would drop it and then make it where, that I can't do any more with it.
This is why you need to get Markland out of this, so you only have to go against Shon, who is an idiot and can't even file proper documents. Have you noticed that Marty hasn't really been helping Shon?
I don't. This son of a bitch, Marty is worse than Shon. How about that? You keep bringing up this guy like he's a pal. As far as I'm concerned, Marty is worse than fucking Shon. How about that?
Okay.
So I don't give a fuck about this fucking entity or this fucking fictitious or this fucking fuzzy foreigner. This fucking fuzzy foreigner has interfered in my business.
So this is how you get rid of him. You let Will Markland go and look at the complaint and go against the disabled moron.
I thought that's what you talked me into doing before.
And it worked.
Yeah, well, it didn't work. I had it, it didn't work.
I'm sure that if you ask Will Markland to sign something dismissing him from the case, he will gladly agree.
And will he remove the shit he has put up and remove the damn fucking application for the trademark?
You've already got the trademark.
No, I haven't.
You said you did.
I'm applying for it. Haven't got it yet.
How much is it?
See, if I tell you something like that, then you're going to go in and tell them. It's what fucking he paid for. Whatever he paid for it.
The $180?
No, he paid more than that.
He said it was only $180.
That was more than that.
They know that they're going to win it. He knows he's going to win a trial because he's sat down and looked at what you filed. That's where I think the disconnect lies. You haven't really looked at what you filed.
All right. Maybe. Look, Brennan. Okay, we're going back and forth with this. I'm here. I know that on Brennan's channel, that basically those videos are in that box set that were sent to the Library of Congress. Back in 2010, I sold a box set. So the video, the box set.
You're breaking up again. Get closer to the Wi-Fi.
The videos on the box set were given to the Law Library of Congress. And I know what those shows are. Brennan took those shows on his channel.
Okay. What about Will Markland?
They're about, I want to say they're about at least a dozen videos. I have to look at it.
But you only registered 6 videos in the box set. I've seen them. None of them have to do with Will. None of them have to do with Batman and Robin.
That is a video where we're dressed up for Halloween, and that video where I was coming out as Batman.
But that's not what's with the Library of Congress.
No, that is one of the videos that is registered with the Library of Congress. That was in the box set.
No.
Yes.
Look at the video on YouTube. And even if they are, those are the only ones subject to copyright. Will Malklin isn't sued for any of that.
There were at least a dozen videos that Marklin did that I've got on there.
But you only sued Will Malklin for 2 videos. I remember because I wrote the complaint.
No, you formatted it. That's what you did.
No, I didn't. I wrote it verbatim.
I was the one that was putting the stuff in there. You formatted it.
But how come when I stopped, it went back to looking so bad?
See, this is where the issue lies. The conflict.
If I don't agree with you about something, I'm on Will Malklin's side. That's how you see it.
You had already made that evident clear by your actions.
So why am I helping you?
You're trying to surf for information.
George, they know where... Listen, take the past of Leith Resistance.
When people cost me my job at fucking the courier company that I was working for earlier this year, when people fucking go out of their way to fucking try to cause me to lose my other job, my livelihood, when someone takes a video and goes in the video and goes in there and hacks my channel and goes in there and steals a video that I did for a company and then forces that company to take off of their
You're breaking up again. All I heard was the company take off. What'd you say?
No, the company taking my image and removing the commercial because they called and made complaints that were bogus because they found out 4 years later that there was a commercial that I did for that company and they caused a rift in a relationship with that company, which someone took someone that I loved and cared about and called their parents saying that I raped their daughter. You think I'm going to let that alone? Like fucking hell.
Then go after the person who did it, who is Shon Brennan.
Shon Brennan, though, did not call. I'll give him this. He didn't call up Jamie's parents to say that I raped her.
You're right. Marty McFly did.
No, Will Marklin did.
But no, he didn't. Marty did.
Okay, well, that son of a bitch.
You keep blaming Will Malklin for everything Marty McFly does, and your thought process is that Will Malklin's gonna pay for what Marty does, and that's just not true. You need to, if you want to bring any of those things up, you have to file an amended complaint along with a motion for leave to amend.
He's not going to listen to the defamation. He's already made that clear.
If you file an amended complaint with new information in it that's happened since, he just might. He's not going to listen. You sued about things that were 3 years old. All of this stuff is recent. And you can add a new party. You can sue Marty McFly.
I don't even fucking know.
It's not his name. His name is Martin Holmgren. But he's given you his name and his address. You are going to be held in contempt of court if you try any of this shit, George, and they're going to put your ass in jail for the week. Judge Gibney would love nothing more than to put you in jail.
Well, guess what? That's not happening. That's not fucking happening at all. I have been fucking violated. My rights have been, my fucking intellectual property has been fucking stolen, and I've been defamed and slandered and all this shit, and been attacked on a personal level.
Then file an amended complaint. You know I'll help you do it. Then, or you can get the complaints dismissed and then take it before another judge. Take it upstairs.
You think that's funny, don't you?
Yes.
And how is that funny?
Because,
trying to make sodomy legal is fucking a joke. That never happened.
but I did do it.
No, making sodomy legal. No, you didn't do it. It failed.
But why am I sitting here with guns and drugs? Why aren't I in prison?
Yeah, making sodomy legal. You know, makes sodomy is not legal.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You're right. Sodomy is not legal. To punish someone for engaging in sodomy is what is illegal.
That's practically the same thing.
The name of the case is McDonald v. Moose.
Okay.
In that case,
Oh, no. It was your lawsuit against Terry McAuliffe.
but that wasn't what that was about.
Okay. Well, so pre-tell then the lawsuit against Terry McAuliffe.
It was about my gun rights.
Oh God.
Gibney is already telling you that in his order that he won't listen to anything you have to say. So why go in front of him and allow Marty to get your case dismissed against both Will and Shon, and then you have nothing?
No. I get that. Burden of proof that there is. So it's nothing that he says he's not going to hear, but it's just the fact of the matter that he might not want to hear certain things pertaining to the case that are intertwined.
So you did.
It's so intertwined in this case, it's not even funny.
So you didn't read the judge's last order, or that doesn't apply to you.
His last order was on docket 120, or I haven't. It stated that I have to prove the burden of proof is on me. Yes, and I have to show the element.
You only sued Shon for 2 videos. I remember because I wrote the complaint.
No, you did the actual formatting.
Oh, okay, the formatting. I formatted the complaint. And in the complaint that I formatted, you only sued Shon for 2 videos. 2.
Markley.
Yeah. You sued Will Markley for 2 videos, and 2 videos only, neither of which are registered with the Law Library of Congress. So take the high road and dismiss the suit against him. Deal with Shon Brennan. This is just about the contents of those 3 DVDs,
well, he's
George.
going to throw the whole damn thing out, though. That's what he's trying. That's why I tried to get the fucking thing. Jesus Christ.
If you don't understand, George, then I can't force you because you are so stubborn and hell-bent on your ways.
He's going to throw out the element. Listen to me. That's why I was trying to get the default judgment against Shon Brennan from the very beginning. I was trying to get the default judgment from the very freaking beginning, and then this erroneous thing about him being in a healthcare unit, living in a healthcare unit, which is bogus.
But it's true.
No, it's not. How is that true?
He doesn't even make videos anymore. He doesn't post anything online. He never,
Well,
he has no internet presence at all.
well, then he had internet presence to post that video about his situation.
That was 1 video in 2 years. Judge Gibney is going to give you the chance to make your case against Shon. He said that he'll even give you a continuance if you can prove a prima facie case, and without Shon being there, you'll definitely be able to do it if you go get the 3 DVDs. But you have no case against Will Markley. And you won't be able to do that with Marty in the courtroom fighting for you, or fighting against you.
No, he does not have the legal license to practice.
He doesn't need it. He's a foreign lawyer appearing with local counsel.
Well, I'm going to question that. He is not, doesn't have a legal law to practice in the United States, and he cannot be in that courtroom. He can be maybe sitting there with his mouth shut, but he can't be talking because he has facilitated Marklin. He's facilitated Marklin and helped Marklin with a Patreon account.
You have
kept used against me and to try to steal information and steal my actual and he stole my domain now. One of my domains now he stole it. and to also steal my actual show title, to buy and to steal my actual the trademark for a show title.
George, you're a smart man.
But he facilitated him to do so. He's called my deceased girlfriend's parents, telling them that I raped him. No, that guy cannot be, because that will be brought up.
George, you are.
That's not going to fly. He's not going. He's not. He has no reason, and he doesn't have the authority to even be doing in there.
Yes, he does. You're a smart man. Use your brain for a minute. Step outside of this case and look at it from somebody like me, a third-party observer. Look at it from the outside in. If you do that, you see that you don't have copyright against will. And think about what you're doing. Shon is the person you need to defeat, which only happens if you don't walk into trial and let your arch nemesis pull you apart. This is nothing but a joke to Judge Gibney. As long as Marty has a foreign bar card, that's all he needs.
He has no authority being in this case. He has, if anything, he should be the defendant, because this man has done some things. He's colluded with Markland. He's helped him out.
Do you have?
He's going to arrive to judge this case. If anybody needs to judge his own case, it should be Markland. He's pro se, then he needs to, he can't just jump ship. He's pro se.
He's hiring counsel. Local counsel has already been hired. Marty has the money.
Doesn't show in the documents it's pro se.
Because they haven't filed a notice of appearance yet. It's only required 10 days before the trial.
It's like the son of a bitch try to get my card. She tried to get my fucking card. Did that happen? No.
They are only going to file this 10 days before trial just to upset you. It's strategic, and it's legal.
He cannot represent Markland, period.
Yes, he can if they have local counsel.
He's not he's not an attorney.
You're right. He's a foreign lawyer.
Well, he cannot represent Markland because he's not an attorney. So therefore, what he says is it's not relevant. When he's part of the problem. He's part of the issue.
Yet again, George, you know more than me.
Well, I will let the judge know that this is not. He's not. He's the one that he is this entity that has been interfering in my business.
Do you have any proof whatsoever that those two are the same people? That this person
I don't. Well, no, I do. The fact that he registered the IP came back to the same address. His IP when he registered that IP came back.
Can you give me anything to prove any of that?
No, I've got it saved on the base. That IP of McFly came back to the came back to the register. So basically, it came back to Will Markland's name on it.
You're not even going to be allowed to have your telephone in court, George.
All right, look, I'm not.
This is what you do. Every time I present you with logic, you shut down and say, I'm not discussing this with you. I know what I'm talking about. I am Gorgeous George.
All right, listen to me. Well, then, I have the judge tell me this as well. And if the judge tells me this as well, then I'm going to have to. It was told to me in 13 samples.
But they lied. You took legal advice from a non-lawyer and got fucked. You just have to accept that. I know you don't like the way it sounds. I know that. But it's just the way it is. You notice that I haven't asked you for any money. I've been helping you for free.
I have to make some money today because I'm fucking broke. I've
You need some money?
We'll convene. There's a big snowstorm coming tomorrow morning, so we're going to be snowed in tomorrow. So, got to deal with that shit.
So you need some money?
I need money to fucking take care of some things, but I'm not going to go there right now.
When you need money, just call and ask, and I'll give it to you.
All right. Well, just look, and this is being recorded, isn't it?
No, George, it's not.
Where do you? Well, I'm not going.
Why do I want to give you money? Because I want to help the less
I don't want
fortunate.
this conversation recorded. I know you like to do that.
This conversation is not being recorded by me. I promise you that.
Is there anybody listening to this conversation?
Just you and me, and Mikey, if he can hear you downstairs. And the cat is laying on the cot in my office.
All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay, I gotta get to work.
How much money do you need?
I like to get more than what you got.
Well, what do you have to sell me?
God damn it. I need to go back in that house and get more stuff out of that house, out of the attic. I've got a table that I need to get out of that attic. I go back to the house and get some more stuff out of the attic that I have no place to put. But I have baby stuff that belongs to me that I wanted the baby stuff that I want to like save but I don't know where. I hate to have that destroyed.
Well, how big is the room you're renting now?
It's not big. I'm not opening that door.
Why am I always so mean? Why am I always the enemy?
I know that information is leaked out. Information always gets leaked out.
But George, why would I be helping you for free?
You say that, but then it gives them biting me in the ass.
Why?
It gives them biting me in the ass where they know my information and they know where I work at. They know my telephone number. They know this. They know that.
That's public information, George.
No, my telephone number is not listed.
All right. Well, how did we get the baby stuff out of the bank's house?
I can't. I have no place for that shit.
I have room here.
Oh, come on. Are you fucking insane? Where you don't have no. It's a fucking crib, man. It's my fucking crib when I was a baby.
Does your landlord not give you space to put things?
Look. Don't be concerned with that. Everything I have is in storage. Everything I own is in storage.
But you just said it was in the attic of the bank's house.
Well, no, the other stuff that I could grab is not much more. It's the table and some other significant things that I still like to get, but I can't put it in the storage unit.
Were you able to get the crib?
I like to get the crib, but I mean, I hate to fucking just. I mean, I like to get it, but I can't because I have no place for it. I mean, it's like a memorabilia. I mean, it's what I was fucking in when I was a kid. I mean, I like that. It's what I was in when I was a kid. I mean, I like that. I mean, if I ever have a kid myself, shit.
But why doesn't your landlord give you any room to put anything?
I am in a room. Just one room. I have no room for anything. There you go.
I mean, I want to help you, George.
All right, well, there's nothing we really can do about it. I mean, I can't take it. I mean, I like to put it somewhere, but that means I got to buy another storage unit. And I don't have the funds to do that.
How much is that?
I do see it's more than I can afford.
George, you can't be that expensive. Well, how much room do you have at the rooming house?
Everything that I own is in storage.
So all you have at the rooming house is a bed and a dresser.
What I have in here is a bed, my dog, and my clothes. That's it.
Well, that sucks.
Well, it's what it is. It's what it is. It's life. What it is. I don't want this conversation leaked. I know I'm talking to a brick wall. I don't want this conversation leaked.
Why would it be?
I don't want it leaked. I don't want it fucking leaked because it usually is.
For TV? Do you have a TV in the new house?
Yes, I got a TV. I have my TV.
Well, why can't you find somewhere bigger to live?
My credit is shot. That's why. And I've got what I've got for now until I can build up my credit. I can't get an apartment in my own name because my credit is shot.
So who's got the apartment in this, Kristen? She's got too many evictions.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about, why can't Kristen give you a place to live with some storage space down there in Dinwiddie?
It's not her house, and why are you so concerned with that?
I'm just trying to help you have a place to live.
Not her house, so she can't delegate that. She would if she could.
Well, that shit sucks.
Well, it sucks. I want my fucking house back. That's what I want.
Well, your house is gone forever.
No, it's not gone forever. They haven't even done anything with it. I want my house back. That's what I want. I want to try to get an investor to get in there and buy it, and then bring it back to me.
The house is gone.
The bank still owns it. It's not gone.
The house was sold.
There's no knowledge of it being sold. It wasn't sold, and this is where the credibility factor comes into play.
Yep, here I am again. Here I am lying to you because I'm telling you the truth.
The house is not sold. It's still owned by the bank, and they've already told me as such. The attorneys have already told me as such. And I've already been to land records to check it out. Now, if anything happens this week, I'll go back there Monday and look at it again.
I mean, I don't know why you disagree with anything I tell you. Everything I tell you.
It's been sold, so who owns the house then?
I don't know. I don't have the land records in front of me.
Okay, well, how do you know that it's been sold?
Because it's all on the internet that it's been sold.
How is it on the internet that it's been sold? How was it sold? Who sold it? I mean, who bought it? That's the question.
Let me look. 1307 Stony Creek Drive.
Yeah, it's not been bought, and it has not been bought by anyone. And the bank still owns the property.
Kathleen, Georgia bought the house.
Who?
Kathleen, Georgia.
When did she buy the house?
It says the 23rd.
Is there a number for her? Or where does she reside at?
It just says where she lives.
Where is that?
Or it just says her name. That she's selling it for $240,000. Yep.
How come I didn't see that when I looked at it last week?
She bought it for $28,350 and is selling it for $240.
She bought it for what?
$28,350.
Bullshit.
It was bought at an auction.
God, motherfucker, are you shitting me?
Nope.
I'm going down there to land records. There's no name or address. I mean, there's no telephone.
No.
Well,
There's no key. You don't have any keys right now, George.
no keys. No, we need no keys.
I'm trying to.
The front. I mean, I can get in the house. That's not a big deal. I'm not worried about that.
The address is 10619 Haribo Way, Richmond, Virginia.
1069.
10619 Harborough Way, Harboroughh.
Send that to me if you would via text, because I'm not taking that, because I don't have a pen. I don't have a pen on me. Send that via messenger or text or whatever.
Where is the, what happened to, where's Kevin?
Where's Kevin? Kevin's working.
Why can't you just put the crib in his house?
Are you, come on?
I mean, he doesn't have an attic or something?
He's an apartment.
I thought he had a home.
He's in an apartment, man.
Do you have to park on the street at this lady's house?
I'm not getting into that. I'm not going to get into that. I'd be damned if this person is going to be.
What's that? I'm sorry, I was getting a call. I can't fucking hear you, George. What is that now?
I'm not going to put this person through the shenanigans that are happening.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
I'm talking to Dean Blankenship about buying a new gun.
All that fucking noise.
I'm just at my desk, George.
It's like a wind, like the wind keeps blowing.
Oh, maybe you're hearing my fan.
From one end to the other, it's like that song, going to extremes from one end to the other. It's just like I don't trust you. I can't say it any clearer than that. I have forgiven you, and you've screwed me.
But your gut instinct tells you to trust me.
I mean, I can't logically trust you because you have fucked me.
But
royally.
But your gut instinct tells you to trust me. Listen to your gut instinct. Let me help you.
Listen.
Let it in, son.
Hello, Slob.
Michael said hello.
Slob.
Anyway, so Look, I need to go down to land records on Monday. I need to go down to land records on Monday, and there's no number for Freddie.
What's that? Christina's coming in here, George. I would get dressed if I were you. All right, listen, Christina's here. I've got to run.
Yeah.
Everything that I'm telling you about the court case is true. Do you at least get free internet at this person's house?
Look, I'm not getting into this. I've got internet on my phone, okay, and I can get on the laptop and the computer over the library. That's not of concern right now. My concern is what I read was completely different from what you're telling me.
Well,
I have to prove the elements.
The auction was November 10th at 5 p.m. There was no viewing. It was do not disturb the occupant as is, cash only contingency sale.
Well, how come they didn't tell me that? They didn't fucking tell me that shit.
Because you don't pay attention to anything. Here, you ready to see it on Zillow? I'm going to send it to you. All right, listen.
Well, I need to.
Take a look at what I just sent you when we hang up, and I'll call you back soon.